Let me ask you something honestly. Last night, did you replay a conversation in your head? Something you said 3 days ago? Something someone said to you last week? If yes, congratulations. You are not deep. You are not sensitive. You are not intelligent. You are stuck. And the most dangerous part? Your brain has convinced you that this is helping. This is the biggest lie your own mind tells you. And today, I'm going to prove it. Let's start with what overthinking actually is. Not the Instagram definition, the real one. Psychologists call it rumination. It means your brain is running the same program on a loop without finding a solution. Like a washing machine that keeps spinning but never drains the water. You're not processing. You are just spinning. And here's where it gets interesting. Your brain does this on purpose. There is a part of your brain called the prefrontal cortex. It handles decisions, planning, and problem solving. When you face uncertainty, this area fires up. It wants to find the answer. That is not a flaw. That is a feature. The problem is, it does not know when to stop. Research shows that intolerance of uncertainty is one of the biggest drivers of overthinking. Your brain cannot accept, I don't know. So it keeps searching again and again for an answer that does not exist yet. It is like refreshing your email every 30 seconds, waiting for a reply that hasn't come. The refreshing doesn't make the reply arrive faster. It just exhausts you. Now, here is the part no one tells you. Overthinking feels productive. That is why it is so dangerous. You feel like you are doing something, working on the problem, being responsible. But look at what is actually happening inside. Overthinking interferes with concentration, memory, and decision-making. It is linked to anxiety, low mood, irritability, and emotional exhaustion. So you're not solving anything. You're actually making yourself worse at solving things. Think about it. You spend 4 hours overthinking a decision. By the end, you are more confused than the beginning, more tired, more anxious. That is not thinking. That is self-sabotage with extra steps. Now watch the most interesting trick your brain plays on you. Many people who ruminate believe, if I keep thinking about this, I'll eventually solve it. Psychologists call this a metacognitive belief, a belief about your own thinking, and research has proven this belief makes overthinking worse, not better. It is like believing that if you stare at a locked door long enough, it will open by itself. The door does not care how long you stare at it. But wait, the damage does not stop in your head. Overthinking affects your physical health too. Headaches, body aches, stomach problems. These are real physical symptoms of a mental habit. Night after night of mental replay increases cortisol, your body's stress hormone, leading to chronic fatigue. You are lying in bed at 2 a.m. Body tired. Mind racing. Sound familiar? That is not insomnia. That is your brain billing you overtime for work it never finished. Now let's come to the most disturbing part. Overthinking does not just hurt you alone. It destroys your relationships. When you constantly analyze what someone said, what you said back, or what you should have said, your relationships suffer. Rumination after conflict intensifies emotional distress. You send a message. No reply for 2 hours. Your brain starts a full investigation. Are they angry? Did I say something wrong? Maybe they hate me now. Maybe I should send another message. No, that looks desperate. Maybe I should. Meanwhile, the other person is just eating lunch. So, how do you stop? First, understand this. Overthinking is not a flaw. It is a protective strategy. Your brain's attempt to reduce uncertainty. You cannot fight it by hating yourself for doing it. The science says, the moment you catch yourself spiraling, simply name it out loud. Say, I am overthinking right now. That one sentence activates the rational part of your brain. It creates a pause. And in that pause, you get a choice. Think about everything I just told you. From the hook to the evidence. One clean storyline. There is a reason it felt easy to follow. Because good communication is not about dumping information, it is about guiding attention. The same brain that traps you in overthinking can be trained to think clearly, decide quickly, and communicate powerfully. That is a skill, and skills can be learned. If your thoughts are controlling you instead of the other way around, that is not your personality. That is just a pattern, and patterns can be broken. The next time someone says, "You just think too much," don't take it as a compliment. Take it as a warning, because your brain is not working overtime to protect you. It is just running a program it forgot to close, and you have the power to close it